Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fresh Out of the Oven. As Sam Ellinger said, we're back.
Hot damn, hot water, hot shower. Hot Atlanta smoking green cauliflower. Tangerine.
Today we got a loaded slate for us. First, we're going to start off with our quarantine activities. We're going to move into NFL free agency, new NFL things, Tom Brady in the Buccaneers uniform, top 5 players on the wrong team, for example, Jordan on the Wizards, and then we got a big announcement coming at the end. So stay tuned. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. My number 1 team in the Final Four, the Dayton Flyers. My mom's home school.
Boo.
I like that.
Take it up.
I like that.
My number 2 team, people forget about Florida State. Florida State.
I like Florida State. I like Florida State.
Run. Number 3, they've been up and down all year. Michigan State. Go green.
Go white.
And then the final team here, you got to get some Big East action. I'm going Villanova.
Oh, you
Villanova
have them.
I was watching him at the end of the year. I love them. I
They
think
can't beat Kansas. They can't beat Kansas.
they'll beat Kansas. The Big 12 are the biggest frauds this year. All right. There we go.
All right, I completely agree with that. Big 12's not too hot. They were all ranked, very overrated. I'll be taking Kentucky from there. I'm not a huge Dayton fan, but their conference is looking a little weak. I mean, do they even really win games? Not really. I'm going to have to take Creighton to upset Dayton. We all see it's going to happen.
All right, I don't think that's bad, but I'm rooting for Dayton. I was Dayton all the way.
Lost a lot of money betting Creighton this year, but I'm expecting them to pull through in the hypothetical March Madness. And then coming out of the next corner, I mean, Florida State, bit of a weak team. They're just a bunch of athletes, not really basketball players.
Listen, they were underrated all year.
Most overrated team in all of college basketball, Auburn.
Oh, they're terrible. I hate Auburn.
So overrated. So I'm gonna have to take Baylor from there. I mean, it looks a little.
No Big 12. No Big 12.
Looks a little weak.
Get out of here with Baylor.
And then, of course, the number 1 team in all of college basketball, who would have won the tournament.
Get out of here.
Michigan State. Yeah, Michigan State.
They're not.
I had from the Midwest. From the Midwest, I have Kansas. 1 seed going all the way through for the best. From the East, I have a Big Ten team near and dear to me. 3 seed Maryland. Love Maryland.
Underrated pick. I like that.
Maryland's on.
Got a lot of recruits coming from Chicagoland area. I just want to mention that. Anquan Smart doing great things at Niles North.
I love Maryland. I do love Maryland. Coming from the West, I have Michigan State, Big Ten ride or die. Gonzaga, the WAC conference isn't good.
It's whack.
It's whack. The best team they play is St. Mary's.
Whack.
St. Mary's is a whole bunch of church boys. It's not Division I basketball. It's not
schools.
Don't count out St. Mary's.
And then coming from the last division, Final Four in Houston, Big East, best player in college basketball, Seton Hall.
Howard.
Seton Hall. I have Seton Hall going to the Final Four, going to the championship, but losing to Maryland.
That's
We're not even from Maryland.
And my Cinderella team is Vermont. Vermont is a Sweet 16 team.
Shut up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's clear the floor, please. Now coming out of Indianapolis, there's only 1 team. I don't know who said it, but it's Villanova.
Thank you, Villanova.
Whoa.
Is a very good team.
You know why? They're a team. They play like a team.
Jay Wright, he knows what he's doing. He's built a family and tradition there. Let me tell you, family and tradition. That's the key to success in the Big East, and he has done that consecutively. Now, coming out of the New York City bracket, I have Creighton. Now, let me tell you, Creighton was a quiet team all year. They
all year long
made their way into the top 10 and dominated everyone in Big East play. And I mean, the Big East is the best conference in basketball, so it's very impressive to dominate.
Creighton could be Duke, Dayton, Maryland,
Now,
Indiana.
I'm talking now out of Los Angeles. Out of Los Angeles, there's only one team that my eyes go to, and it is Steve Wojciechowski's Golden Eagles.
Oh my, that's the worst pick of the night.
No, let me tell you,
No, I'm not even
let
little.
me tell you. Let me tell you. There's a group of seniors who came together. Shakar Annam was the heart and soul of that team. I was saying,
Yes.
people think it's Marcus Howard.
Yeah,
People think it's
I don't
Marcus
think
Howard.
they're coming
No,
together when Marcus Howard takes every
Or
shot.
Kemp's the most inconsistent team I've ever seen in my life.
They're so
Whatever
individual.
bracket this is, we would have had West Virginia. Can West Virginia win on the road? Can West Virginia
No one's on the
do?
road.
Oh,
No, they can't. It's on the road. West Virginia can't win. They wouldn't win. Absolutely, we get through. You know who it says we get? Michigan State. But what are the odds that this is really the real bracket? You know, we're not playing Michigan State, but we would get.
true,
all
that is true.
Bracket that was gonna happen.
Now, finally, out of Houston, we have the best team in college basketball, Seton Hall.
Seton Hall. Thank you. Seton Hall's the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my all Big East Final Four because the Big East is the best conference in basketball. And it's a shame that we lost the Big East tournament because that would have been better to watch than the whole tournament, I guarantee you.
Why do you think Creighton's gonna go that far?
Have you seen them play?
Creighton's good.
Dude, but look at their bracket.
Creighton.
Look at the bracket, exactly.
Look
Who's
at
your
their
sleeper? Who's your sleeper?
Oh,
My
Vermont.
sleeper, my
I-
sleeper right here.
Marquette.
Emmett, you go first.
Mine was Oklahoma. They're a 9 seed. They would have played Arizona State first round, and then they would probably get Gonzaga the next round. So as we said, Gonzaga's kind of weak. That's kind of a path to the Sweet 16 right there.
Oklahoma has a guard, white guard with red hair.
Right
White
here. Hey,
red
right
hair.
here. Right here. Stephen F. Austin.
I like
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely
Stephen F.
love that.
Austin.
I'm a huge SF Austin guy.
You know, they took down Duke. They've made a run in the tournament before. They can do it again. It was their year. And this picture explains it all. Look at this guy up here. He can't believe it.
Who are they playing first round?
They would have played Iowa. Very overrated Big Ten team.
DePaul beat them by 20.
Garza.
Beat them by 20.
Garza, dude.
$100 off that.
Garza. I like Garza from Iowa. Big Ten Player of the Year. Should have won Player of the Year, but Obi Toppin won. So
Yeah, can we address that? I'm not sure as if that Wooden Award was given fairly.
I don't know about that. I'm a big Obi Toppin guy.
I know, but like, how can you even give that out?
50 points all the time.
He changed games for them.
you know where
It's
Garza's
the
from?
most important month of the whole entire season was not played, but they still gave out the award. I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't think they should have given out the award.
It does Marcus Howard and people like Miles Powell bogus of
Marcus Howard does not deserve that award.
Oh.
I've
He's
seen
a Russell Westbrook.
Marcus Howard shoot Marquette out of at least 10 games.
well, that's true. That's true. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Why do you think?
Ooh, I also like Penn State.
No,
Oh,
big,
get out of here! I was literally on Penn State before everyone, and now
And
everyone's
you're on Penn State
like,
anymore?
"Oh, Penn State." And then
No,
who is
that's
it?
where I cut it.
Emmett,
That's where I cut it.
Emmett out here says that Pat Spencer
Northwestern.
is going to ball out on
Listen, Northwestern,
Western.
it was like Penn State, like, minus 300. Taking Penn State was not a good idea. I got absolutely
Never.
thrown out.
Pat Spencer is lights out for Northwestern.
Okay. Well, that is our Final Four talk. See, none of us can agree except on one thing: Seton Hall and Michigan State. So I guess two things. Michigan State, I think, would have won it all.
I think Michigan State's winning it all.
Can we hear some? Can we hear some other opinions on the Wooden Award?
Oh,
I
Garza should
bet-
have won.
I would have given it to Miles Powell. I
Yeah.
saw him live twice, and the dude doesn't miss.
Yeah.
He's the best player in college basketball.
I thought he was deserving.
Yep.
But it happened.
So, unfortunate. The best month of the year didn't happen. I jinxed it. I personally jinxed it.
Yeah, you did.
I said happy March to everyone, and we're not in a very happy March anymore.
So
All right, so let's move. switch gears here.
That jokes.
How's everyone's quarantine going?
Good. I've actually been working a small side business, helping my family out. Delivering some clothes and just helping feed the family. Today I went out and I got us Potbelly. Real good deed, putting myself at risk, but anything for the family.
Yeah, I power washed a deck today. That was fun.
Well, did you wear gloves? I hope you did.
I did not wear gloves.
Wow.
I mean,
I have also I've been working past month, made a couple G's, but severe cough is not going too well. They want me to stay home from the deli. It's not looking too promising in the near future.
you have
Oh,
a severe cough.
Oh yeah, it's been severe for approximately about a month now.
oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I did know that.
I've stepped outside in a total of 6 times since I've been home.
I like to take a drive every day.
I go out every day.
I said.
All right, well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to kick off free agency in the NFL. And let me tell you, the Giants are just, I give them a B plus with all the signings they've made. They went out there, they signed
They
Dion
got.
Lewis from,
I like that signing.
they
Running back?
signed Martinez from Green Bay, linebacker, and
They got Alec Martinez.
yeah, we have the
Oh,
fourth.
I like Alec
We have
Martinez.
fourth overall pick. So I think we're in a prime position to
I
make.
think they got a steal with Alec Martinez. They didn't even pay him that much money either.
Yeah, it's
Like
that's why I
$20
give
million
them-
deal.
No, we're doing.
I mean,
great.
if we're talking about steals, can we talk about Josh Norman? I mean, you
Josh
can hate him
Norman.
all you want.
He's so
You can
terrible.
hate him all you want.
Right here, Odell.
Dude, if
You can
anything,
hate him all
Josh
you
Norman's
want.
gonna make your
He's
team
got
worse.
terrible locker room.
For the record, Odell. I hate Odell. I hate
I
Odell.
also hate Odell.
But Josh Norman is a system corner. I've seen him up close and personal, and he was getting burnt at training camp by dudes who didn't make the Redskins roster. And this is the Redskins, one of the worst receiving corps.
Hey,
in
man.
Yeah, it's training camp. He's just
Amen.
fucking around.
I mean, I can't believe you just didn't talk about Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
Diggs, dude.
I mean, Stephon Diggs. That wasn't really a steal. I was going off the steal, but like,
I'm not a fan of
that was a good trade. Like
I'm not
that
a-
first round pick.
I'm not a fan of trading first rounders. I'm saying.
It'll work out. I mean, the only problem with those two guys, Norman and Diggs, is that they're both kind of drama queens. Like,
Yeah.
it's like doesn't get targeted because like he's always
Odell, right here, another one.
and Norman, I just don't think he's that good, and he just talks. That's all he
Yeah.
does.
But like,
I
along
like
with Diggs,
stepping up. They're a playoff team for sure.
along with Diggs though, like he was a big drama queen in Minnesota. But that was just because like Kirk Cousins would like retaliate and shit like that. Like
You like
him with
that?
They're kind of clashing personalities.
yeah, exactly.
If we're talking about
Two
steal,
big heads can't collide,
if we're talking about the Steeler free agency, we're going to talk about a 1-year, $8 million contract, only $3.5 million guaranteed. Offensive MVP 3 years ago, fantasy running back, one of the best ever. Todd Gurley to the Atlanta Falcons.
That was
that was a big pickup.
Offense. Matt Ryan's going to make what's his face? The
Doesn't
receiver
matter
guy.
when you have Saquon Barkley.
No one's talking about Saquon. We're talking about the Falcons right now.
Just
The
saying.
Falcons haven't done anything to their defense
I'm
yet.
just saying.
They haven't done anything to our defense yet, and I'm really worried about it. They'll
Saquon.
do a terrible defense. But getting Todd Gurley, I'm so excited.
Yeah, that offense is going to be insane.
And then looking at the other free agents who signed, we look at Phillip Rivers on the Colts.
Connor, who
So
do you
who's-
want to take in the draft?
Who do I want to take?
Yeah,
I want the corner from the Florida, or I want
really?
Fuller from LSU.
Taylor.
Yeah. Chris Harris went to the Chargers. But Jadeveon Clowney and
Chris
James
Harris,
Winston.
that was big.
Where do you think Winston's gonna go?
Free agency.
I think Carolina.
Daniel's like trying to give Jameis signs, and Jameis just like squinting over at him. Like,
Got his eyes fixed, okay?
Yeah, you got him fixed.
Daniels, John Carroll grad.
I feel like he can't. He
Dominic-
can't.
Yep, Josh McDaniels, Jason.
Yes.
Carroll grad.
Yes.
But yeah, there's 3 big names in free agency right now: Jameis Winston, Clowney, and
Eli
Newton.
Manning.
I think Clowney's gonna go back to Seattle.
I think Clowney's in
I
Seattle.
think Winston's going to stay a free agent. I think Mariota's going to stay a free agent, and I think Cam's going to go to the Patriots.
I think the Patriots are drafting Jake Fromm, but we'll get into that later.
Let's do
That's like he's like a 4th or 5th round pick.
Fromm will be a
Melvin
second
Gordon,
round pick.
no one's talking about Melvin Gordon going to the Broncos. Him and Philip Lindsay, the two-headed monster.
That is a two-headed monster.
Broncos, I like them. I like them a lot.
I don't think they'll be successful using both of them.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Rob? Can we talk about your background, the Cleveland Browns? What happened this past year? A lot expected from Baker,
Yeah, and they suck.
Odell, and Jarvis Landry, and Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
I'm not a fan. So
I'm just wondering your take. How did that offense not perform?
they need to make.
Freddie Kitchens was a huge blame, but I mean, you got 5 superstars. They got to do something.
I mean, I wouldn't call Baker a superstar.
Yeah, I know, but
I like Baker. I'm a Baker guy.
I think he's overrated. But
We talk about the Bears quarterback situation.
Nick Foles, I think Nick Foles
That's an
is better.
interesting one.
Nick Foles is going to win it.
I think Foles will be the starter. Just sad because I'm a big Trubisky guy. So, I had Cutler for years. It's kind of like the Danny Dimes. I think, like, when you're
Not compare Mitch Trubisky to Danny.
never. Come on. I mean, that was terrible.
The same quarterback for years. It's an exciting moment.
Do not compare.
Good, so bad. He just wasn't. But I think bringing in Nick, some experience, Super Bowl winner. I don't know. Hopefully, he can make some throws within 10 feet of the wide receiver.
I just found
Asking a lot out of him, though.
Good when he's not on the Eagles.
I just found something out. Marcus Mariota signed with the Raiders.
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
I like
I
that.
know that.
I like that a
But
lot.
then, in my opinion, the best free agency pickup out of all free agency pickups was Emmanuel Sanders to the Saints.
Okay,
think
come
they'll have
on.
a-
Are you stupid? It's Tom Brady to the Bucks.
No.
No.
Emmanuel Sanders to the Saints will make the biggest difference of anybody.
DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals.
That was a free agency thing.
Oh, let's talk about Antonio Brown. Can he please get in the mix? Can we start talking about Antonio Brown?
Yeah, can he get on a roster?
Yeah, sign with Buffalo.
He should go to whatever team is having Hard Knocks.
You go to Buffalo.
Hard Knocks, it's hilarious.
No, Did you hear about Hard Knocks this year? It's the Chargers and the Raiders.
And who? The Raiders?
No, it's Chargers and Rams.
Or Rams. Yeah.
How funny would it be if it was Chargers and Raiders, and he was on the Chargers?
And
Well,
And what?
Antonio Brown, and I think that's that
on the
on that.
Raiders last year, and that whole situation. So imagine just the awkwardness between those two teams.
I don't like him very much. All right, let's speak about Brady for a little bit before we get into our top 5. Brady's
I'll start it off. As a Buffalo fan, getting him out of the AFC East, I'm very happy about it. I mean, it's basically ours now. They just put it in our hands.
Division. It's the Dolphins division now.
No. Watch out for the Jets.
The Dolphins did have a very underrated free agency. They have a lot of good pickups. I mean, their quarterback situation with Uncle Ryan, I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but
Tua's not gonna be
Josh Allen isn't that good this year. Like, are you guys still gonna like him, or is like?
Yeah, I mean, it was only his second year. He's only going up from here, you know.
This kid took the Bears to the playoffs in 2018 and was a Pro Bowler, and then he sucked the next year. And everyone just turned on him like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. You gotta establish something with the fan base. I think Chicago's lacking that a little bit. They got the population, but they don't have the guts and glory, you know.
I agree with that. Chicago,
come on.
Chicago will turn on their players so quickly.
Yeah, we will.
And you only see that.
Boston will. New York will.
Yeah, New York, Chicago, and Boston are the 3 cities where if you mess up, they hate you.
All right, let's talk about DC. They don't even have a fan base there.
Why are we talking about DC? He's not from DC.
We're not getting into
From Virginia.
All right, we're talking about Tom Brady here.
We're talking about Tom Brady here. Robbie, what's your opinion on Tom Brady going to Tampa?
You know, it's nice to see the GOAT doing GOAT things. He is the GOAT, and Eli Manning beat him twice. So I don't know what you want to do with that, but he's gonna look bad in those colors, but he's gonna do great at Raymond James Stadium. Let me tell you, I've been there before. I've seen it. I've seen the layout, and it's perfect for him. He's gonna love the palm trees, the beautiful breezy weather, the girls,
Moving in Derek Jeter's mansion.
nightlife.
He is, yeah, that is a pretty sweet mansion.
NFC South just became the best division in football.
We're saying
Bucks,
reality.
Bucks,
Panthers.
Tom Brady, Panthers, Teddy Bridgewater, Falcons,
Yeah,
Matt Ryan.
I like Teddy Bridgewater.
I think everyone's overhyping him a little too much, but
I think Teddy's good.
I think
He's good. He's performed when he had to. He hasn't really messed up that much.
He's like 22-8 in the
But
NFL.
saying that he's a reason that the NFC South is going to be so much better is
What I'm saying is that he was a starting quarterback on the Saints and that he performed very well in the position that he needed to. And he will make the Panthers 10 times better than Cam Newton or
Panthers don't
Kyle
have
Allen.
what the Saints had. The Saints had something
I
special.
mean, they have Christian McCaffrey. They're going to get Ruggs in the draft. I like the Panthers this year. I do. They just need to get good defense.
I like their new coach, Matt Rule.
Yeah, I do too. But speaking,
I think he's going to help the offense a lot. But, as you said, the defense just needs some work.
speaking of the NFC South, there are 2 New Jerseys
Oh,
in the NFC South.
All right.
Tampa doesn't look any different to me.
Hey,
no, me neither.
hey, right here, we're going to, right
Yeah.
down here, we're going to post a link to a poll whether or not you like the New Jerseys. Let us know in the comments down below. The Falcons and the Bucks, which one's cooler? Which one you like? If you don't like them, why don't you like them?
I don't hate the Falcons jerseys.
I hate the gradient. I hate the gradient jersey with a passion.
Which one's the gradient one?
It's the one that fades from red to black.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's not it. I like the ATL in front. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think they needed to change the jerseys.
No, we just got these jerseys 8 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to change them.
Tampa's look the same, and then the Rams just have a hideous.
Yeah. Can we talk about that logo? What's going on with that logo?
Yeah, look at this logo. Look at this logo.
Chargers.
All right.
You want to know what I have to say about the Rams logo?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's not good whatsoever. It's probably one of the grossest
Not
logos.
show that.
Oh my god, that is awful.
That's how I feel about the Rams logo.
Is this gonna be on their helmet?
Oh, it's on hats.
Yeah, I've seen the hat.
So, yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice at all. For those of you at home, this is what it looks like. Not that nice, not very cool. Trying to be the Chargers.
They are trying to be the Chargers. They got an interesting quarterback situation going there too.
They do.
I think I don't know who they're gonna get. I heard Tua.
Herbert. I'll put a left.
I think Herbert is.
I
great.
think Herbert would be a good fit.
Sure.
I'll shave half my eyebrow off again if they don't get Herbert.
Mark
The
word.
Dolphins might take Herbert at 5.
Yeah.
Listen,
Connor, I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, hold me to
Yo,
that.
Connor, I'll get in on that bet.
So they don't take it or they do take him?
If they do take him, I'll shave half of my eyebrow. And if they don't, then you do it.
Okay, bet.
All right.
I'm gonna hold
Wait,
you.
hold on. I'll wave to you in the chat just to confirm it.
You put a thumbs up.
all right, you want to move on? Let's move on from this one.
Yeah.
My favorite top 5 players on the wrong teams.
So
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Brady. Brady doesn't deserve to be on Tampa. He's a Patriot for life. Just be
Mine
really
first.
I go first. We had
No,
the same.
I go- Oh, are you kidding? All right,
the
fine.
same order. So it goes Sean. I mean, it goes Emmett.
All right,
me,
save the best
Sean.
for last. Save the best for last.
It's a serpentine. So you go fourth and first. Like
I'm the
All
king.
right,
I go last.
I know. That's not what they're talking about.
My first one is Manny
That's
Ramirez
already what I said.
on the White Sox.
Oh, come on.
Randy
Okay.
Ramirez and the White Sox.
The White Sox have a lot of weird ones like that, but that was the weirdest one ever. Manny Ramirez was on the team for
Autograph. Great guy. Great guy.
one home run.
Great guy. You love him.
It was just like I don't even know what that was. It was like after he was like pretty much like kicked off the Dodgers for steroids. Like no one wanted him. The Sox picked him up, trying to get something going, and it just failed.
He was pretty good in Asia. I remember.
Yeah, no.
He was really good in Asia. Actually, Sean, you can go.
Am I just going one?
Yeah, just go one.
My one that comes to my mind right away, I'm going to have to go with Brett Favre.
On which team?
The Vikings. He just did not belong on the Vikings.
I don't know. I would go with the Jets with that one.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't belong on either. I mean, after Green Bay, what he did there, Hall of Fame career without a doubt. Drafted by the Falcons, Connor. I'm sure you knew that.
1998. Trading him for a second-round pick.
Screwed up.
All right, my first player is LaDainian Tomlinson on the Jets.
Oh, all right.
That's
I don't
a
know if
good
you
one.
remember this.
I like that.
Last year of his career, I believe he ran for like negative 11 yards. His last career on the Jets, which is I think one of the first times it's ever happened for like a decent amount of carries. Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Damn.
Yeah, he had one touchdown his last year, wasn't good, and that's when they went to the AFC Championship. Lost to who did they lose to? The Steelers?
Colts.
Colts. Yeah.
Mark Sanchez's rookie year.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he was going to be good.
Robert, you're up.
First on my list, Odell in Cleveland. What is going on there? What is going on there? Please, can someone explain to me? It is an absolute shit show. You know, it is
Terrible.
Freddie Kitchens
Anything in Cleveland.
didn't know what he was doing with him. Okay. Baker Mayfield doesn't know what he's doing with him. And Odell, really, he can get up and make some good catches, but he's overrated as hell. He's so overrated. It's obnoxious.
No, I would agree.
Yeah, I'd say he's made some good catches in his career, maybe one or two, few.
People say he's top 3.
You know that catch, like,
Not
caught it
The greatest
3 fingers.
time when he was in a Giants uniform, though.
Yeah, well, he's
not
relying
top.
on that one-handed catch way too much for his career, and he tries to do that every time.
Yeah. I don't believe he's a top 3 receiver in the past 5 years. Never was.
Rob, you're up again.
Snake?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're up again.
Yohan Moncada of the Chicago White Sox.
I don't know who that is. He's playing.
Why is that?
I'm not saying that he shouldn't be. I'm saying that he shouldn't be on the White Sox because he was in the Red Sox farm system all throughout his development, and then when the Chris Sale trade happened, he got tossed in and was sent to Chicago. So he really should be a Red Sox, but the White Sox are more than happy to have him.
All right. Is it me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my next person, sticking with the Jets, played around the same time.
Tebow.
Nope.
Oh.
Michael Vick.
Oh, the GOAT.
Oh,
As a Falcons fan, love
How do you
Michael
know
Vick.
the Jets?
Except when he was on the Eagles.
He was on the Steelers too. People forget he was on the Steelers. He played
Yeah, I
for-
used him as my backup QB when I'd use him as the QB when I was the Steelers and
He
Madden.
wasn't that bad he wasn't that bad on the Jets. He played there for 1 year? Yeah, 1 year. Got in one game. He played 3 games, went 1-2. Not that good. Then he had 1 more year after that, played in Pittsburgh. Vic on the Eagles was an issue.
That was so bad.
He was so good.
Him and McNabb were kind of like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah. I'm McNabb too on the Redskins, so I'm not going to use it as another person who should have not left the original team.
All right, Sean, you're on.
all right. I'm going to go with arguably the best college football player of all time, one of the greatest Bills of all time, O.J. Simpson.
Oh.
I mean, the
Dude.
man's one of my favorite people of all time. Played on the Bills and the Niners, but ending with the Niners was just not his thing. Finishing his last 2 seasons with 4 touchdowns. He just Could have stayed with the Bills.
The juice is loose.
Juice is loose forever.
All right, I'm gonna go with Jay Cutler on the Dolphins.
Yeah, I like that.
What?
I was thinking that too.
He was
Yeah.
perfect there.
He was literally there. He played like 8 games for them
Yeah,
after
he
getting
was there to relax.
What?
He was there to relax, enjoy the nice weather and the
I'm
beach.
saying it was a hilarious thing. Have you ever seen him in the Wildcat where he's standing up? He's
Yes.
standing there like this, like has no intention of doing anything. Jay Cutler, love
Smoking
Jay Cutler
Jay.
all time. Smokey J. How can you not love him? My next one, Tim Tebow on the Jets, Patriots, and
There
Eagles.
he is.
Just being in the NFL in general, he shouldn't have been.
I've always felt bad for Tim Tebow. He had a great year with the Broncos, Tebow mania, and then
Yeah,
he came in and then just like, took his job.
Insanity.
He just took
That-
his job, and then
that
everyone
game was crazy.
that Tim Tebow could actually like he was actually not bad. Like he was an athlete and he couldn't really throw well, but he won games.
All right, back to me. I'm gonna switch it up a little.
Go.
Going with soccer this time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with my guy Wayne Rooney.
Okay.
Started his career off in Everton, scored hundreds of goals in Man U, and then just once he went back to Everton, now he's on like Derby County. Like it's not even a team; it shouldn't count. He just
Right.
absolutely muffled it.
Second league.
Yeah, it happened.
All right, with my third person, he's one of the greatest power forwards of all time. He was ring chasing when he did this. Wanted to join Kobe, Rip Kobe. Karl Malone. I don't know if you can see his face.
Yep.
But not many people knew that Karl Malone played for the Lakers. And it's the year the Lakers lost in the NBA Finals, so he never got that ring. It was him and another Gary Payton, both ring chased that year. They didn't get it.
Damn. That's tragic. You know,
What year was that?
That
I
99.
want to say like 2003, 4. Like
No,
right
yeah, it was later than that. I think it was 03, 04.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember, from 2K, Gary Payton and that team is kind of OP.
not when you're the Bucks, let me tell you. But anyway, on my next. Do I have two here?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My next two, we're starting off with Russell Westbrook on the Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He built Oklahoma City up, I'd say.
What about Kevin?
Hey, come on.
And it was his team, it was his city, it was his program, and he just left it all and they went into rebuild. But he's doing great things on the Rockets, love him to death, but I wish that he was back on the Thunder. And now for my next I'm going with just D Rose on the Knicks. D Rose,
And T-Wolves.
the GOAT. No, he was great on the T Wolves. D Rose on the Knicks did not do much, didn't see much of the court. It was really just a rough year for him.
Did he like disappear for a day? Like no one knew where he went.
Yeah, I do remember something like that.
He had a game, and he just
Well,
disappeared.
dude, he's a kid from the streets of Chicago. He's been through some shit. Like, I give him a break, but he really, every kid in Chicago wanted to grow up saying, now from Chicago, number one. And it's just, that was the dream back then, playing in the alleys. But that's why I'm going to say Derrick Rose as well, too. Got an attachment to him. Yep.
You're-
I have a Knicks legend, never won a championship. This team is non-existent anymore. Fun fact, you probably didn't know this. Oh, you can't even see the face. But
Yeah,
it's
gotta do better on your pictures next time. See these pictures? You see the face. You see everything.
let me see if I can find a picture. It's
No,
Patrick
we don't have time for that, buddy. Let's keep
Patrick
it rolling.
Ewing played for the Seattle Supersonics. If you didn't know that. Patrick Ewing finished his career on the Seattle
He's back.
Supersonics. Him and Akeem Olajuwon both the same thing. Akeem played for Toronto. So 2 centers leaving the teams at the end of their career, shouldn't have left. And he just looks ugly in a Supersonics jersey.
All right, back to me. I'm gonna go back to the NBA. I'm gonna have to go with Blake Griffin.
Oh, Detroit.
I mean, rookie of the year in 2011. He's like at least 5 All-Star games, 5 All-Pros. Like, I mean, the man dunked over a car. He jumped over a car in dunk contest. It doesn't get much better than that.
I can do that.
I mean, he shows up to Detroit and it's just an absolute shit show. Played 18 games this season. Doesn't look too good for the Rep.
I agree. Sad. I'm a big fan.
D-Rose carrying that team though.
I don't know.
Next.
My final two here. I'm gonna go Shaq on the Celtics.
Shaq on the Cavs.
Shaq on just about every team other than the Lakers.
Shaq on every other team but the Heat, Lakers, and Magic. Where else? He was on Phoenix,
Cavaliers,
Cavs, Celtics. But mainly the Celtics when he was pretty much on the bench for the rest of his career. At least when he was with the Cavs, he was doing something with LeBron in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And for the last one here, going back to Chicago sports, the White Sox again. Kevin Youkilis on the White Sox.
Why are you doing the White Sox?
Just because those are my two growing up. I remember Kevin Youkilis on the White Sox and Manny Ramirez on the White Sox, and just thinking like what's happening. I remember like Kevin Youkilis. He got that strange, like the really weird batting stance, but seeing him not in a Red Sox uniform on the White Sox, it was just weird.
I agree with
All right, back to me for my final one. I'm going to have to go with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, one of the greatest strikers of all time.
Where that's what matters.
I mean, MLS, really. On the LA Galaxy, that was like probably the like.
Same with Rooney on Man U. I mean,
yeah, it was never good. I mean, MLS is probably one of the worst leagues in all of the whole.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Atlanta United can compete.
Atlanta United is dominant. Let me tell you.
The MLS is good. What?
The MLS is.
Robbie, they're chirping us. They're asking where the announcement is.
Yeah. Okay. Should we end the that segment there, or do you?
We have.
Is this a?
We still have to go. We still have to go over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You two have to do your fifth one.
I said
We have Randy Moss on the Raiders, and not only Randy Moss, Jerry Rice on the Raiders. Those two both. This is before.
AB on the Raiders.
This is before Randy Moss even played for the Patriots. He was traded to the Patriots for a 4th-round pick.
Fun fact about Randy Moss. I'm not sure what year, but the Patriots could have started down 20 points, and they still would have finished the season 10-6 with Brady and Moss.
That's crazy.
Insane.
Sean, you got one left, or no?
It's Rob's last one.
Let me finish you off with, I loved him to death. And then he just left. Artemi Panarin.
Artemi Panarin. Wow.
Artemi Panarin on Columbus, too. Like, that's so weird. Like, it just didn't feel right, man.
He hated it there so much, too.
Like, what's in Columbus? Like, it sucks out there.
Yeah, Ohio's trash.
All right, I have a couple honorable mentions. I have Montana on the Chiefs, Jordan on the Wizards,
Gretzky on the Blues and Rangers,
Dwight Howard on the Hornets, and Sean, I can't believe you got Terrell Owens on the Bills.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's our segment for this. And then Robbie, you can do the announcement.
This is the first virtual, fresh out of the oven. Now, Robbie, to end it, I think you got an announcement to make.
Big announcement.
Huge.
Behind me, we have a beautiful golf course. Now, this is Augusta. We're not going to be playing Augusta, but we are going to be introducing a new segment, a new vlog, us out on the course, us out in the real world during the quarantine, breaking the stay-at-home law, getting out there, getting around in to entertain you, our loyal fans. That's the big announcement. Thank you for watching and listening tonight. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Show your friends, show your brothers, show your sisters, show your dogs, show your cats, show your hamsters,
show your MILF.
Oh, okay.
End it there.
Last words.
The Redskins will mess up and not pick Chase Young.
Emmett.
Stay tuned later in the year. We'll have a rematch of Emmett and Max versus Ronnie and Robbie. Stay tuned for that one.
Emmett, real talk, are we playing for money?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now playing for money, so this just became
Wow, that changes the whole game.
more intense. A little more
NCAA.
intense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good night. Yeah.
I'm about to go play some COD.